Bitcoin Daily, Gates Foundation teams with Coil on blockchain, SEC opens for ICO startups. A British man who reportedly threatened to sell the personal details of 319 million iCloud users has been charged in a London court with blackmail and 2 counts of unauthorized acts with intent to impair the operation of a computer. According to Cult of Mac, 21-year-old IT analyst Karim Al-Bayrak allegedly filmed himself accessing people's accounts and putting the footage online. He then demanded that Apple pay him $174,000 worth of Bitcoin and $1,100 in iTunes vouchers or he'd sell the data. Mr. Karim Al-Bayrak is accused of sending emails to Apple, making financial demands for downloading database iCloud accounts and factory resetting those iCloud accounts. He entered into the accounts of the alleged victims and posted a video of his hack onto YouTube, said the prosecutor. Al-Bayrak has yet to enter his pleas. He was granted unconditional bail until a preliminary hearing, which will take place on November 14. In other news, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, announced the launch of its Strategic Hub for Innovation and Financial Technology FinHub. The FinHub will serve as a source for public engagement on the agency's fintech-related issues and initiatives, including distributed ledger technology, DLT, automated investment advice, digital marketplace financing and artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, ML. The SEC is committed to working with investors and market participants on new approaches to capital formation, market structure and financial services, with an eye toward enhancing, and in no way reducing, investor protection, said SEC Chairman Jay Clayton in a press release. The FinHub provides a central point of focus for our efforts to monitor and engage on innovations in the securities markets that hold promise, but which also require a flexible, prompt regulatory response to execute our mission. Quote, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has partnered with blockchain startup Coil to move its mission forward in providing payment services for the unbanked. According to CoinDesk, a tweet from Miller Abel, the foundation's deputy director and principal technologist, noted that the partnership will work to implement the Interledger protocol and explore ways to support pro-poor payment systems. Apple, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Daily, BLOCKCHAIN, cryptocurrency, DLT, fintech, iCloud, innovation, investments, news, partnership, payments, SEC, what's hot? A look inside Switzerland's plans to bank crypto businesses. The global regulatory framework of cryptocurrencies and blockchain remains either fragmented, vague or simply non-existent. However, Swiss officials recently took steps to get ahead of the regulatory uncertainty surrounding the world of blockchain, focusing on a particularly large hurdle for companies in the industry. In July, reports in the Financial Times said Switzerland is working to open the nation's traditional corporate banking market to cryptocurrency companies, finding it difficult to get banked, thanks to fears over anti-money laundering, AML, violations and other compliance issues. At the time, Heinz Tandler, finance director of the canton of Zug in Switzerland, told reporters that the nation would clarify financial regulations on providing banking services to crypto businesses by the end of the year. Time is pressing, he said. Other jurisdictions, such as Malta and Singapore, are very active and making a lot of effort to attract these companies. The lack of access to bank services is a significant competitive advantage. Quote, only a few months later, the Swiss Bankers Association, SBA, also announced plans to ease regulatory red tape on the nation's crypto and blockchain businesses, to address what it described as an exodus of blockchain projects, shifting their home bases from Switzerland to other markets. Part of the initiative includes the SBA's guidelines to the nation's traditional financial services market on how to service these industry players while maintaining compliance. According to Reuters last month, only a handful of the 250 banks in Switzerland are able to provide deposit services to the estimated 530 blockchain startups based in Switzerland's Crypto Valley. The issue at hand is that, while these businesses operate on cryptocurrencies, they still need traditional financial tools and use of fiat currency to make payroll payments, pay their own bills, make social security payments, and more. Furthermore, many of these businesses that raise funds via initial coin offering, ICO, are unable to deposit the fiat equivalent of that funding into accounts to finance their growth. Banks' concerns led two financial institutions, FIS, in the country, that had previously agreed to service crypto companies to backtrack and withdraw their services earlier this year. Unnamed sources told Reuters that Zürcher Kantonalbank, Switzerland's fourth-largest bank, closed the accounts of more than 20 industry startups. The SBA said it hopes the guidelines will encourage FIS to service these industry players and keep blockchain innovation within Switzerland. We believe that with these guidelines, we'll be able to establish a basis for discussion between banks and innovative startups, making the dialogue simpler. ND facilitating the opening of accounts, said SBA strategic advisor Adrian Schatzman in a statement last month. According to Alexander Vogel and Reto Luthiger from Swiss law firm Meyer-Lustenberger Lachinal, the SBA's guidelines advise banks to take different approaches to servicing these companies based on whether or not a business has completed an ICO or not. Those without an ICO should be treated the same way as any other small and medium-sized entity, the SBA said. For those with ICOs, the process is a bit more complicated, with elevated regulatory scrutiny imposed on those businesses. According to a recent article for the International Law Review, as Switzerland's financial services market explores how to support crypto businesses' fiat currency and banking needs, the industry is beginning to explore how to adjust to crypto services themselves. Late last month, Siva Crypto, a Swiss startup, raised $103 million to establish a bank that offers cryptocurrency-related financial services, Reuters reported. At the same time, some traditional FIS are exploring how to work with cryptocurrencies in addition to fiat currency. Last year, the nation's Falcon Private Bank recently announced it would store and trade Bitcoin. In August, Zurich-based Merki Bowman Private Bank said it would accept digital currencies, too. According to Reuters, the initiatives are all part of Switzerland's broader efforts to regain the cryptocurrency crown, so long as banks and crypto businesses continue to manage and raise money, regardless of currency type, with the proper AML and Know Your Customer (KYC) checks. AML, B2B, B2B payments, bank regulation, banks, BLOCKCHAIN, business banking, compliance, corporate banking, CRYPTOC. URRENCY, fiat currency, ICO, KYC, news, startups, Switzerland. Bitcoin Daily, Oz China teams with Qtum, civil plans to refund CVL token buyers. The China division of Amazon Web Services, Oz, is teaming up with blockchain project Qtum, CoinDesk reported. Though the partnership, users of Oz will be able to quickly, efficiently, and cost-effectively create and roll out smart contracts via an Amazon machine image, AMI. Oz China head of territory business development Simon Wang told CoinDesk that Qtum is now an Oz technology partner and one of the partner network members. Qtum, which calls Singapore home, rolled out its public blockchain last year and notched $1 million in funding from investors last January. In other news, Rwanda is looking to monitor the supply chain of a metal used in consumer electronics called tantalum with blockchain technology, CoinDesk reported. Francis Kater, a cabinet minister in the county, said at a meeting in October that a new traceability product is being used by at least one exporter from Rwanda. The government worked with UK startup Circular on the product, whose CEO, Douglas Johnson Poenskin, said his company will assist miners in Rwanda to adhere to strict guidelines laid out in international agreements to remove conflict minerals from the supply chain. He added that the product will monitor all production stages as well. On another note, Binance has integrated Chainalysis-built compliance software into its platform, the NextWeb reported. The software, which is named Know Your Transaction, KYT, flags transactions that it believes are suspicious. Through the use of algorithms and pattern recognitions as well as millions of open-source references. Chainalysis co-founder and CEO Jonathan Levin said in a press release for the move that cryptocurrency businesses of all sizes face the same core challenge, earning the trust of regulators, FINA, NCIAL institutions and users. And the civil media company plans to give buyers of its CVL token refunds by October 29, according to reports. While the company sought to sell 34 million coins in the range of $8 million to $24 million, the company only raised $1,435,491 from 1,012 buyers. At the same time, however, 1,738 buyers registered for the sale but didn't finish a transaction. Even so, the firm claims that a new, much simpler token sale is in the works. And, while Civil has made media partnerships, two companies told TechCrunch that the token sale did not impact those deals. Amazon Web Services, Binance, Bitcoin Daily, ChainalySis, CIRCULOR, CVL, News, Qtum, the civil media company, What's Hot. Bitcoin Daily, Gates Foundation teams with Coil on blockchain,